I want you to think about one of your favorite childhood dishes that you had at home or at the restaurant. And imagine just randomly thinking about it, rediscovering it, making it, and just like bathing in that nostalgia. Well, that's what this garlic bread recipe is for me. See, growing up, I loved going to Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut in Delhi, by the way, and they have the craziest menu. I think that's where I had my first chicken pizza and first real portion of chicken ever. And we always got the garlic bread spicy supreme. Now, what makes this Indian? Well, the chilies and the red onions. And that's a really simple, classic set of ingredients that just we relate to, you know. This is truly delicious, and it all starts with a nice homemade garlic butter. And I'm gonna make it super simple because the garlic bread is not a meal, it's a snack, an appetizer. So get this quickly done with and focus on your mains, right? Garlic butter is just some butter and garlic in a bowl. You can season that if you want, but I don't usually do it. There's enough salt in the cheese. Just microwave it, let that melt, and you can set that aside for now. Now the bread here is key, and you want something that's crusty and soft at the same time in the middle. A bit of a chew will do the trick. You can use ciabatta if you want, a baguette, but sourdough or Belgian bread works best for me. I've cut them into roughly 1-inch sized slices. That's why getting a whole loaf is just advantageous because you can really cut it as thick or thin as you want. Then that garlic butter from earlier, you scoop up that garlic from the bottom along with the butter and you brush it generously all over. Now, if you made this garlic butter a day before, there's gonna be way more flavor if you make it today. And once you've lathered up the bread, then a hot pan and you start toasting these garlic breads. And once you have slight color on the buttered side and a bit of toastiness on the other side, then technically, if you're just going for plain garlic bread, you can stop here. And I did stop. And I took a nice snack and it was amazing. But to make it special, spicy supreme, Pizza Hut India style, then you put it all in a baking sheet, add your cheese. This is a Mexican blend of cheese. And I chose this because there's some heat in this blend of cheese, but you can pick just mozzarella or your favorite blend. Just make sure that the blend contains cheese that melts really well. Then top it up with onions, chilies, and then under the broiler it goes. Now my oven was heating at 350 before I turned the broiler on so that everything stays nice and warm as well. And once you have a light browning over the cheese, nice fragrance from the onions and the chilies broiling, and a light toastiness around the bread as well, you can take this out. Top it off with chili flakes. That's something that I always have to do. This garlic bread will always be amazing, and it always takes me back, and it's just something for you to try as well. Like maybe this is not it for you, but there's something that you must have just forgotten in the back of your mind. So think about it, use this as the motivation, and as you're enjoying the slice, maybe you can make something that relates to you the same way that this dish does for me. I'll see you all on the next one.